We are so back, boys. It's here. It's time. It's like Christmas, but it's in September. The web app for FC25 has dropped, and we're out here making coins, trading. In fact, I'm already over 50,000 coins, but I'll be honest with you, it wasn't easy. The web app is never easy. It is a grind. It is blue-collar work, if you will. It will take a little bit of blood, sweat, and tears for you to get off the ground, but there are some tips and tricks that can make it a lot easier for you guys. So not only am I going to share with you the trading methods, the sniping filters, and all of the objectives that you should be working towards, despite the fact that you can't see them yet in web app, I'm going to show all of them to you today, as well as those really small tips that can take you from 0 coins to 5,000 just like that. So let's go ahead and hop into it. Of course, your first screen is going to be your welcome back. Choose your country, which I normally go with England because you've got 4 different leagues from England in FC25, and then you also sometimes get an English player from like the Scottish League or somewhere else. So I normally choose that, but going with Brazil or France is not a bad choice either. And then you want to choose a player that isn't from the nation you chose, right? So I chose a player, what is that, Hungary? I can't even see it. But yeah, I chose a player that wasn't from England, and I chose Leroy Sané. I had a tough choice because Daniel Malen was there. I am a Dortmund fan, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I had to take the better player. Now you've got to choose a club, not that's your favorite, simply a club that's going to have a gold rare kit. So if you see Manchester United, Manchester City, Real Madrid, Barcelona. For me here, it was between Dortmund and England, right? I knew that those kits were going to be gold and rare. This is very important. You do not want to choose, you don't want to choose FC Rapid 1923, okay? Because it's going to be bronze or a silver, and it's going to be worth less. And one thing a lot of people don't know about that is that these kits and these badges that you get from choosing right away, they're tradable. So if you choose the gold rare ones, then you get more coins. You start with basically 1,500 coins just off of those 3 choices because you can quick sell them for 485 coins. So you can see here, I've gone to my stadium, which is where you can change your kits, and I took the bronze kits that I already had in my club and I made those active so that I could go and quick sell the Ajax and the Borussia Dortmund kit. And so I went from 0 coins, and after I quick sell it, I'm already up to 1,400 coins. I've quick sold the Barcelona badge. I quick sold the Dortmund kit. I quick sold the Ajax kit. And now we're headed into welcome back packs. Now, if you've played Ultimate Team before, especially later in FC24, you're likely to have some of these welcome back packs. Some of them tradable, some of them untradeable. Now, the untradeable packs you can just rip open and send into your club. You can use some of those players, consumables, whatever you want to do with those. You could even send them into an SBC if you'd like. We'll talk more about SBCs as we go. But for the tradable ones, you have to be a little bit more conscious for what you do. You're going to compare price on every single one of those cards. If you get a player from a top 9 nation, if you get a player from Brazil, England, or France, you know that those cards are going to sell for more. You have to list them up for a little bit more. Get those extra 200 coins. It is worth it. Even if you're listing these cards to get an extra 50 coins, it is worth it this early on. One thing you do not want to do, though, is list a card for too much, and then you have to wait 60 minutes for it to sell, because every coin you have right away, it's going to be very important. And you don't want to be waiting 60 minutes for that to sell just so you can move on to the next thing we're doing today. So make sure that you list them not for the minimum price, but not for more than what cards are already listed on the market. We have a lot of, talk about opportunity cost on this channel. And when it comes to opportunity cost, it's more about, okay, we are making coins, and we're always going to make coins on the channel, but are we making the most coins? Are we doing the most with the time we have? So it's not just about making profit. It's about making the most amount of profit we possibly can. And one of the best ways to do that, guys, and we worked with Futtrading last year, is the Next Level Fut Trading Guide. This is how he makes millions of coins every year. If you don't know who Futtrading is, he's basically been the #1 trader for like 4 years, where literally on transfer profit, he's up there close to $1 billion in transfer profit. And he just sends all of his trades to a service that just gives you notifications on your phone. So instead of waiting for my free YouTube videos for a day or every other day when I upload these, I'm sure they'll help, and I hope they help you guys. But this service helps you out a lot more just because of the fact that you get those notifications straight to your phone, and you know exactly which players to buy, the minute to buy them, and what to buy them for, and he kind of hand feeds it to you. So if you wanted to try it out, you can go into this. He's having an early bird special for it where you can get in on a couple of different deals, one of them being the annual pass. So if you used this last year, I know a lot of you guys did, and you know you love it, then you can just go do that, because then it's like 13 euros a month, which is much cheaper than what you'd be spending on FC points. And then you've got the monthly annual access. And then what I would recommend for all of you guys that are new is just go in and get the €5 trial, and you can use it for the first 2 weeks of this game. And if you don't like it, then you can just cancel it. But I really do think that you guys are going to like it. But let's hop in now to some of the trading methods that I've been using. Now, the first one is more of like a sniping filter and a bidding filter. So I went gold common in Brazil, and I would start searching for these cards at a maximum price of 350 coins and 400 coins, knowing that they all sell for 450 or beyond. Some of these cards you'll see sell for like 750, 800 coins, and I'll keep searching and searching, and then one will pop up and I'll quickly try to buy it. Now, it's tough to snipe on the web app though. You know you're going up against probably some people using like bots and stuff, so you're not going to get every single card. You will get some of them. You'll see some of them on my transfer list here in a second. But realistically, if you are getting outbid every single time, you know, you're not even getting like 10% of the cards, then go out and start bidding on these cards. So what you can do is you can just set your bid price at a maximum of 300 or 350 and just start mass bidding on these cards. If you got 5,000 coins, you can go out, you can bid on like, 15 of these cards, and then you might get half of them. You might get 20%. And even if you did, you're going to be racking up those coins pretty quickly. Exponentially, it'll get easier for you. The first few minutes will be tough because you don't have too many coins to work with, but once you get up to 10,000 coins, then you can start bidding on 30. Once you get up to 20,000 coins, you can bid on 60 cards, right? And even if the success rate stays the same, you only get 20% of the cards, you're still going to be making a ton more coins. So exponentially, it's going to go up in coins for you. And so you see we're working with about 7,000 coins now after we've picked up some of the French guys using the exact same filter. England also works for this filter, and there's a very specific Premier League filter I'm going to show you guys a little bit later in this video that has worked the best for me, especially if you're sniping, because there are some rare, I think, French defenders in the Premier League that are, there's so many of them. You've got like Konate, you've got Malo Gusto, you have others. I can't even remember all of them, but here it is right there. You set it to rare, you set it to Premier League, defenders, and France, and you've got, Todibo, who's at West Ham now, and then you also have Lacroix, who is very fast. So I imagine that's a card that will be very desirable early on in the game. You have to be careful with those cards that aren't super high rated, because once everybody gets their 4,600 FC points for the Ultimate Edition, a lot of the low rated gold cards, even if they're good, aren't really going to hold their value as well as some of the higher rated gold metas. If you get a higher rated gold meta card, 85 rated or above, those are the cards we're looking for in terms of investments. Here's a few of the cards that I got on mass bidding. You've got Kone, you've got Camara, you've got Brasler. And what I do is I just compare the price. I'll list those cards back up onto the market for a couple hundred more coins. So I got that for 350. I listed it for 500. 150 coin profit after tax, I guess. How much tax would be on a card for 500? It'd be about 25 coin tax. So I make 125 coins after tax. So remember, when you do sell, it is 5% EA tax for every single time you sell. So if you sell a card for 1,000 coins, you will get 950 coins. So keep that in mind when you're doing this, because you can be working with some smaller margins a lot of the time. You don't want to be buying a card for, 1,900 coins and then selling it for 2,000. You're not making a profit there. You're actually just breaking even. And I'll be honest, guys, when it comes to trading on the web app for the first 2 days, this is how it goes. Before everybody gets their 4,600 FC points and the market really starts moving, you find something that works for you and you just do it over and over and over again. The amount of times that I made 70 coins to 150 coins on a Brazilian gold common makes me want to tear my eyes out, because I'll be real with you guys. It took me about 5 hours, but I ended up making it to 50,000 coins, which was kind of my goal by the end of the first day, which is exactly what I hit. And I'm tapping out because I am exhausted of bidding and trying to snipe on this web app. It is tough work. So you guys can have that method. But one thing I had in mind the entire time was the objectives that are going on in the background. And I figured out which objectives I needed to complete. Even though you can't see the objectives, you can't claim the objectives yet, what you'll notice is that they are completing the objectives in the background of the web app. So I'm going to show you all the objectives that you need to go for so that right when you log into your console, you're going to have all these rewards for you. So here they are. If you log into the objectives, you can see the completion is set, which list 50 and purchase 50 is going to give you a couple of packs, and then also 5 SBC completions is going to give you a pack, and then the overall reward is a gold players pack. But once you get over to milestones and foundations, that's really where the coins lie, because in milestones you have something called transfer market mastery. If you list 25 or buy 25 cards, you get 1,500 coins. If you list 50 cards, you get 1,500 coins. If you buy 50 cards, you get 1,500 coins. If you buy 100, list 100, 250, 500, every single time you hit one of those milestones, you get 1,500 coins. You list 1,000, you get a premium gold pack. I feel like that doesn't match exactly what it is. I mean, you worked all the way up to 1,000, you get a premium gold pack. I feel like it doesn't translate exactly, but still, we'll take the reward, I guess, once we reach it. And really, we should be reaching all of these rewards. I'm probably upwards of 250 right now, probably over 500 at this point for the buy and list. So I'm going to have probably, 1,500, over 10,000, 12,000 coins waiting for me once I log in to the console. And then you also get some other stuff if you change your club name, which I don't think you can do on the web app. If you change your kit, if you buy a injury item, and you can see all of them here. I'm looking through all of the different windows for you guys, but a lot of them are playing games. But as you can see here, if you go into your club and you build chemistry, if you get, I think, upwards of like 30 chemistry, you unlock all of the different ones. You'll see more of them, but build 12 chemistry, buy a player, list a player, complete foundations 1, which you can do with just bronze cards that aren't even from the nation that you chose. Club maintenance, if you change your club name, if you buy an injury item, if you buy a new club badge, if you buy a new kit, you can get these for 150 coins on the market and then sell them for 150 coins on the market and get the 200 coins for free. It's easy coins. And this early on, those 200 coins, after 200 coins, they add up to thousands and thousands of coins, and you use those thousands of coins to actively trade using some of the methods we talked about today, and then also use these extra coins to make investments. And we're going to make a lot of these investments as we get into the full release of the game. I'm going to release a video on what you should keep, what you should sell, the best investments for certain budgets, and when you should buy, because it's going to come up probably on Friday, Thursday night even. So very, very like early Friday morning is when we're going to be buying some of these investments, and they're going to rise on Saturday, and they're going to rise on Sunday, and they're probably going to hit their peak on Monday. And so I'm going to prepare you guys for that. So do not forget to hit that subscribe button right now to the channel. You do not want to miss out on any of the FC25 content dropping to this channel. Our Trading to Glory is not technically underway. I'm not counting this as episode 1. We can kind of count this as episode 0 of Trading to Glory. But episode 1 of Trading to Glory is dropping on Friday night, Saturday morning, somewhere along those lines. So be on the lookout for that. Don't forget to hit that sub button. I'm going to say it again. And drop a like if this video helped you out at all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.